So one rental at a time is obviously something I am very passionate about. It's now helping thousands of people, which I'm very proud of. I actually want to go back to one of the very first people to read One Rental at a Time. In fact, he read it so far ago, it was a PDF that was about half complete.
Yep.
So again, I want to go back to this gentleman, we call him Millennial Mike, and ask him, after all of these years, what does he think the three tenets or themes are of One Rental at a Time? Because I do believe in consistency and focus, but I like to ask somebody else. So, Mr. Millennial Mike,
Mhm.
you've been with me a long time. One of
Yeah.
the OGs.
Right.
Uh, you've done quite well for yourself. Lots of units now. Done a successful burr, out of state. You're part of the course. But I got to ask, what are the top three tenets, themes of One Rental at a Time, in your opinion?
That's a good question. And I'm the type of analytical guy that I would write them all down and then rank order them based on importance. But this topic was sprung on me last minute. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. That being said,
Okay.
I've read the book multiple times. I've given it away multiple times. I've watched probably more videos on your channel than anybody else. I think it was your second or third interview over 4 years ago. So I might be your longest running reoccurring guest person ever. Not sure. Not sure if anybody's got me beat. But when I think of the three core tenets, I think about, okay, the purpose of your channel is to help people get started investing in real estate and then making it to financial freedom by buying one rental at a time. So what are the three most important things that you need to do to accomplish that goal? The first most important thing that I would say is that you have to do the work and learn your market, learn your buy box. That's I mean, people could maybe break those into different segments, but I think that core tenet is its own category. Doing the work is learning your market, defining a buy box. If you do that, that's how you learn what average is, and that's what helps you buy a great deal. Its own core tenet is never create or buy an alligator property. And the only picture that's in this book is the picture of alligator property. I have a t-shirt that I bought that says no alligators, and it has an alligator like eating a house. And what that means is building off of the first core tenet of making sure that you learn your market so you can learn average and buy great deals. Never take that great deal and convert it to a bad deal through a cash out refinance. You don't want negatively cash flowing properties. If all else, the market goes crazy, things get wild, things go crazy out there, so long as you have cash flowing properties that won't eat you or bleed you dry, you can weather any storm. So don't create them no matter how enticing or tempting it might seem. And very recently I had this. I had a burr strategy project where I was all in at 55,000 and it appraised for 134. Now I could have done the max loan to value and taken out like 96,000, but I would have created an alligator. And it was tempting because I'm like, wow, I could make 40 grand. And then I said, but I'm not going to, because even though I don't have the personal experience of creating an alligator property, I know somebody who does. And he says, don't do it. So instead of taking 75, I left 50% in. I took out a smaller amount. I still made money, still paid myself back plus made money. But no alligator property. I don't even want to see if you're wrong or right. There's no need to argue. I just take
test that.
The last core tenet, the very last core tenet, and I have built on this so much with my YouTube channel. And now this is probably when I applied to be on the Bigger Pockets podcast and was promptly ignored and never even got a response email. One of the things that they asked was what could you teach our audience about? And that's networking. And I say this all the time now. I've learned this both in my career in law enforcement, being able to get on the SWAT team very early on, no military background. Why? I knew the right person. 25 years on the team, former Green Beret, very experienced guy. I knew the right person to mentor me in the right way. Now, through you, I've met Dion, who lives close by. I've met Matt, the lumberjack landlord. I've met lots and lots. My mentor, Mark, who helped me find Gary, Indiana. Knowing the right people will get you so much further in life. And I tell this to people. I spoke at a high school about joining law enforcement a couple of weeks ago. And I talked to them about the fact that, unfortunately, you've probably played some sport in your life. And when you were trying out for that team, you didn't make it. Or maybe you're on the team, but you don't get a play. And there's someone who's playing in front of you who you know isn't as good as you, but they know the right person. They're the coach's kid. For whatever reason, they know the right people. And so you can either get pissed off at the way the game is. You can be mad about it. It's not fair. This sucks. Or you can say, this is the way the game is. I'm going to learn to play it. if everything in life is about who you know, I need to know as many people as possible, because that's how you become successful. So your advice to me on our very first interview, two things you told me: learn seller financing and learn networking. Networking, everything you do in life is about who you know. I have had my very best deal that I just explained to you, that burst strategy, came to me from an Instagram follower of me who has no pictures on his profile. I've never met him in real life. He sends me a message and goes, "Hey, Mike, I appreciate you taking the time to chat with me over the last 6 months. Have you looked at this deal yet?" And I was like, "No, I haven't. It's great. Are you buying it?" "Oh, no, I just thought you might like it." "Yeah, yeah, this is a great deal." So core tenets: learn average, learn your buy box so that you can buy great deals. Never create a negative cash flowing alligator property, and network so you have people on your team who will lead you and guide you and help you and potentially bring you deals because they're your buddy on Instagram.
I love it. Mike, thank you for being an OG. Thank you for being with me. And I can tell you right now, you are my longest recurring guest and probably have seen more videos on my channel than anybody else. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.